Hey there, this is David Harris with Strength Performance Network. We're at the 2017 NSCA Coaches Conference. I have the pleasure of talking to Scott Schroeder with Samson Equipment. Scott's a partner with Strength Performance. So first of all, thank you for your partnership. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure meeting you in person, actually.
Yeah.
And I know there are a lot of strength manufacturers out there, but you guys are pretty unique in the process that you use and the personalization of the equipment that you create. So I thought we could spend a little bit of time today talking a little bit about that. And letting everyone, the audience understand the differences between you and some of the other manufacturers out there.
Right. So Samson Equipment's been around since 1976, family owned and operated. Father Dave started literally out of his garage type of thing. And the idea behind Samson is we're going to take the very best raw materials, 0.188 wall. Everything about us is very heavy duty. Then we're going to build to the customer's liking. So when we actually outfit a room, we sit down with the coach and really talk about space versus program and how they really want to build custom. We're the only ones that will really take that time, really get to know the coach and his program. We're ex-strength and conditioning coaches ourselves. So we use that knowledge to talk to the strength coach about, hey, coach, what do you want to build? I have guys come to me all the time and say, Scott, what do you got new? What's Samson got new? What do you want to build, coach? And that's a whole different conversation. So sit down with us. Let us map that out for you. It's custom designed for your needs. I don't want you to buy something you're not going to use. But everything that you will use, I want to incorporate on your racks, your machines, your benches, all that. So every weight room should be very different because no weight room is built the same and no strength coach's program is the same. So I want customers to come in, be wowed by, you see a lot of the stuff here that's custom branding, the graphics, all that stuff for recruiting, team pride, stuff like that. But functionally, I need that to be exactly what that strength coach wants and nothing that he doesn't. So every weight room should be custom built. If you go with Samson, every weight room is custom built.
You're not just customizing the equipment. I mean, you're focusing on the customization of the entire facility.
Right. So we look at the entire space. So what we're trying to do from the ground up, if we have the opportunity to work with the room from the ground up, what we're doing is looking at floor, looking at, inlay platforms with those above ground platforms, looking at what's that coach into. So racks, benches, machines, everything should be custom built for what that strength coach wants to do with those programs, but also how that flows. So if I've got a room that is very specific for the strength coach's needs, that's a rectangle, that's going to be equipped differently than one that's more of like a square. So coach, like, I love your double racks. Well, let me show you some examples of how that double would work versus some singles versus machines outside of the racks versus machines infused within the racks. And we do a lot of that stuff too. Links, no links. So we try to give him a lot of examples off the get-go on how his program could work efficiently within that space, then have them start to tweak it from there.
So you take their ideas, bring in some of your best practices, and collectively come up with a solution.
The biggest thing I tell strength coaches all the time is let's be as specific as possible. Don't ever be afraid to tell me exactly to the inch of what you might want to do. We'll build exactly as specific as you want. So when we're talking program with coach, he doesn't have to tell me like Scott, I want to rack the assist tall on this wide. He doesn't have to tell me that. What he needs to tell me is, Scott, this is what I do with my football team. This is our in season, this is our off season. I've got lacrosse, I've got basketball, I've got these things. Those help dictate us how big we make something, how wide we make something, what we put on the rack, what I don't. Like, coach, do you use bands, do you use chains, do you have hex bars, do you use these products or not? Because I need to know if I need to incorporate them within the layout and also incorporate storage. So a lot of what we do also is custom storage pieces too. The storage is a big bear to tackle if you've got confined space. So do you want to put that on the rack? Do you want to put that on mobile carts? Do we want to do something custom there? Well, 9 times out of 10, what we're presenting in the end is something that's really never been built before. And that's our goal.
Is there a limit in terms of the size of a facility that you'll partner with?
Absolutely not. I don't care if it's a single rack, single machine, or a full weight room. A lot of guys will see our information. We obviously highlight large projects because that's a better marketing piece. And then they won't call me for it. Well, I just needed a simple rack for these things. There's only one of them or two of them. I know you don't do small projects. Absolutely not. We will custom design. I don't care if it's a full weight room or just one piece.
So since you're not really carrying any inventory and you're creating every piece individually, what does that do from a timing perspective? I mean, do customers have a concern that it's going to take longer because you're personalizing each piece?
I encourage every client to really shop that hard on price, specs, and timeline. 9 times out of 10, even though I'm building a custom piece, I'm still going to beat most people's timeline because I'm ready to build. All that my guys in production are waiting for is the design from us to them. By the time the order's placed, obviously that design's already been approved by the customer. Don't ever buy anything without a design from anybody. If they get that in, we've already got that done. So now I'm plugging that in. So whether it's a normal piece that is just a no-nonsense 0 to 90-degree bench from me, I still have to build that. That's quick for us. It's a couple weeks to get that through. If it's a full weight room, we have to build that each time anyway. So most of these guys are doing at least custom colors. So they're at least having that go through that process. 9 times out of 10, I'm beating their lead times, and I'm doing custom product.
What are you seeing in the marketplace in terms of level of interest at the professional, college, and then at the high school level? Are you seeing, are you spend most of your time pretty much at all 3 of those tiers? You spend more time one or the other?
All 3 tiers, because all 3 tiers have the same basic needs. It's just more of an education process for them to see how easy that is. A lot of people think that that's very complex. That's not the case. When you have people that know what they're designing, what the software will that's become, that's easy to do. So all 3 levels have those needs. It's just a matter of how hard they're going to shop for them.
What's the best way for people to get in contact with you guys? They don't already know who you are.
You want to go to our website first. You want to go www.samsonequipment, S-A-M-S-O-N, equipment, all one word, .com, or 1-800-4SAMSON, call us. Literally, the 2 people you will talk to when you deal with Samson is Scott Schroeder or Brian Schroeder. You will talk to someone with the last name of Schroeder when you call Samson. We're family-owned, take a lot of pride in what we do, but we're a small staff because we do so much custom work. So when you call us, 9 times 10, you'll get my desk. And I'll start talking to you about custom design. I'll talk to you about pricing. I'll talk to you about all those things.
And how do you partner with folks after you delivered the equipment? If as they're using it, they need some tweaks to the personalized equipment that you've created. Is that a service you provide as well, just in terms of kind of a lifetime management of?
It is. Our relationship with our clients are lifelong. So if they're at a school and then they use our equipment, they like it, they go to another school, we do it again. If they're at that school, it's like, Scott, I'm looking at adding some things. How would you do that? What's great about us is we obviously have the designs on what we built in the first place to keep on file. So if they're trying to add to that, our system is actually very conducive to that. So we keep working with them. We'll also do what we call a modernization program where our stuff will last forever. But the options that we had back in 2002 at a school that we just did at McKinney North High School out in Denton, Texas, they bought that stuff in 2002, never really changed anything. Our stuff lasts. But since 2002, have there been innovations with our product? Absolutely. If you bought a truck back in 2002 from Ford, the trucks that they're wheeling out right now got some more tweaks to them. So we can actually take all that stuff back in when their case is exactly what we did. Gutted it, turned that back around in about 4 to 6 weeks, actually. Got all the new stuff, all the new branding, all new storage, new everything, came back, reinstalled it. Now they have all the new gadgets and gizmos that we roll out today. So it's a continuing process of get to know us. It's a relationship. What do you need, Coach? I bought these things, and they're great. I love them, but I don't use them all the time. Like, can you trade that in for something else? Absolutely. What are you looking for? That's gonna be perfect fit for somebody else. That never ends with, well, you bought them, you're stuck. Absolutely not. What do you want to do? It's an ongoing relationship.
Awesome. Scott, thanks for your partnership. It was a pleasure meeting you today, and appreciate your time. So take some time, check out Samson Equipment. They really bring a personalized approach to the development, not only of strength and conditioning equipment, but of facilities themselves. SamsonEquipment.com. So thanks.